Alright, so today I'm going to show you how you can get the right exposure for your photos when you shoot like sunrise or sunset, or like let's say like when you take a photo you want to expose for the highlights and you want to take another photo and expose for the shadows. So anyways, I'm just going to show you real quick. So what you'll need for this is you probably need a tripod and a camera. So what will you normally do if you want to do if you want to get like the perfect exposure when doing landscape photography, is what you want to do is you want to like take one photo for the highlights, just expose for the highlights, and you want to take another photo just expose for the shadows, so you overexpose it for the shadows, and then you take another photo to like expose in the middle, and then once you do that you can go on to lightroom, right, and then you click on select edit, and then you just put merge into HDR, and when you do that you just merge all the photos and just bracket it together, and that's how you basically get the right exposure. Also, a cool photography tip you can do is to get that cool starburst. That's what you can do. You can bump up the aperture max and take the photo, and it will show that cool starburst. But the problem when you bump the aperture is that if your lens is dirty, right, it will show marks. So I don't know if you want to bump it up, but you can probably clean it. Like if you got a clean lens, and I do recommend it, but if you don't, then like you probably have to clean it in post-production. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm going to show how you bracket the photo so I get the right exposure. So what you're going to do in the meantime is you've got to have to just expose for the. So right now I'm exposing for the highlights. So I've got to just bumper that. Take one photo. And then what I do afterwards is I want to overexpose for the shadows. And then I might just go maybe one in between. And that's how I would actually that's how I would take the photos if I'm going to bracket my photos all. So I just took some quick photos. I just did some quick bracketing just then. As you can tell, I'm trying to go for that sun shot near the head rock, eagle head rock, which is the composition I'm trying to go for. But I'm pretty happy. So what I was doing before was I was actually trying to use the foreground, this whole foreground, as a way to it's just foreground for the subject, the sun rising up. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with some of the photos. I don't know, yeah, but we didn't really got the best condition. Like the color wasn't the best, but hey, you just got to play around with whatever you have. So yeah. So yeah, anyways, we're on top of the Eagle Head Rock. You can see, and you can see the nice view. Look at that. So nice. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you back into the editing page and I'll show you what photos I got, and yeah, see ya. Alright, so I'm in the editing page and I'm going to show you how to merge the three exposures together. So what you do here is basically you go command and you click all three of them, and you go to photo, and then you go to photo merge, and then you go HDR, and then it will load up. If it loads, just gotta wait when it loads, you know. and then done. That's how you get this three, and you click merge and then done, and that's how you get the right three exposures. Because if you can see, look here, you've got it for the highlights, and then you've got one from the shadows, and then you've got one everything, and you just click merge, which I'm not gonna do it because I already merged it, but then you get something like this, and that's how you get a good exposure for your photos. But besides that, I actually put a bit of extra edits to it, like I don't know, I just add a bit more color to the edits. I just add a bit more, you know, I don't know, I just did a few more extra edits to the vid photo, like as you can tell, I actually add a bit more tone curve, more add a bit of color grade to the photo. Did some more brushing, did some masking, add a bit more color to the photos, like add a bit more like exposure. Yeah, I just played around with it, and then here are my other photos I got, which is I got this one, which is another photo I took. This one, I just add more color to the photo, like this is the before, after. And for this one, I also merged them together. But only for this photo, I only merged like the shadows and the highlights and merged it. But this one, as you can tell, actually, if you look closely to my photos, right, since I didn't actually properly overexpose for the shadows, actually, you can see like there's a bit of lost detail along the corner because I didn't fully overexpose for the shadows. So when you like make sure you're doing this bracketing, make sure you overexpose for the shadows so you can merge together. I recommend this method if you're gonna shoot like sunset, sunrises, or if you're gonna shoot in like such as caves where there's gonna be like areas where it's gonna be very bright and areas where it's gonna be very dark. So yeah, anyways, I hope you learned something new, and consider liking, subscribing, and yeah, see ya, bye.